Yo guys, what's going on? Robert Warshack here, and we have the new expansion that got announced. We had the first set of cards that we talked about earlier in the video we made today, but there's even more cards that have come out today. So let's go ahead and cover them. It seems like a pretty exciting set, lots of stuff happening. First card, Blood card, 5 mana, 3/6 undead, lifesteal. After your hero gains health, summon a soul with that much attack and health. Oh, so you're telling me this with Vampiric Blood, you get a 10/10? That seems pretty nutty, and it's only one blood, right? And that's anytime you're like gains health, right? So like if you have a lifesteal minion like this has, so if this attacks, you get a 3/3. If you buff this, then whatever, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of buffing cards that are coming out. So if this is a pretty big minion, you swing with it, it just generates another minion. Granted, it does cost 5 mana, but that's like a pretty cheap price to pay for a 3/6 that, if left unchecked, wins you the game. So yeah, I'm gonna rate this as pretty good. This looks good in any sort of buffing blood deck. This looks good in mid-range. And this looks good in, of course, like any sort of control deck that's gonna go for a lot of value like this. Because this, I mean, it's 7 mana. You're gonna get a 10/10, a 5 mana 3/6, and it's gonna have lifesteal. Yeah, that's just good. Wow, this card's exciting. This card is going to be the Peaceful Piper. 1 mana, 1/1, choose one, draw a beast, or discover one. This doesn't seem bad, but a 1 mana 1/1, you're really just running this to draw a beast. I don't think you're discovering a beast off this unless you've already drawn all your beasts, which is not a bad thing because you normally run cards that will like draw cards from the deck, but then if you happen to have drawn all those cards, the card is useless. So the discover one is good as like if you've just run out of beasts to draw. I think this will probably get played more so in wild or arena. I don't really see a reason you'd play this in standard right now, as Beast Druid has never really been a thing, but it does seem cool. I like the artwork a lot. This next card looks pretty insane. Starlight Grove. 3 mana holy legendary spell. Give your hero divine shield. For the rest of the game, playing a holy spell refreshes it. So you have Cariel right now, right? And they take half damage. So giving yourself divine shield when you play a holy card doesn't really help you too much. But Cariel is rotating. So this is just another way to have the hero have divine shield so you take less damage. So in replace of Cariel, obviously not as good, but it's only 3 mana. Obviously going to be really good in any sort of pure priest or pure paladin deck because you're going to run a lot of holy cards, and you in like mitigating the first attack from your opponent could be good if they're playing any sort of like big minion deck or any sort of mid-range deck where the minions are like 3/3s, 4/4s. Like you're just going to soak one for free just for playing a spell, which you're going to do anyway. This can also be generated off of quite a few things, which can be scary. I don't think they're going to stack, you know what I mean? Give your hero divine shield. So if you play 2 of these, I mean, if you randomly generate it, I don't see how that would be good. But this doesn't seem like a very obnoxious card for any sort of like control priest that, or control, I keep saying priest, control paladin deck that may arise. This seems pretty obnoxious, and I do not like. Fan club. Speaking of priest, apparently that's on my mind. 1 mana location, so we're getting more locations. Restore 3 health to all friendly characters and has 2 durability. This seems pretty good, especially with the new over heal mechanic. Even if your cards are at full health, being able to spend 1 mana and get 3 sets of heals. And this also heals face because it says friendly characters. So it's going to heal all your minion and it's going to heal face. So 1 mana, heal 6 to face at least. And the minions. This card seems insane. Like this just seems really good in almost any priest deck, right? I don't know why you wouldn't play this. This just seems insane. It seems so good. 1 mana locations. I mean, just generally, you get a lot of value out of this. You play it on turn 1. It's good against aggro. It's good for the overhealing. I don't know why this card, it's just good. It's just good. Taking a look at the Beat Boxer. Wasn't there another card like this that was a mech, and it's like every time you played a mech, it dealt 1 damage or something? There's another card that looks almost exactly the same as this, and it came out a long time ago. I think GVG. 3 mana, 4/3 mech combo, deal 4 damage, randomly split among all enemies. Seems good. It's a 3/4 mech, so I don't know if mechs are coming back or what, but the combo is what Rogue does. Splitting damage is always good. If it dealt 4, it would still obviously be good, but like The fact that it can split and hit like a 3-1 or like a 3-2, and then the rest of it goes face, or if there's no minions, it could go face. If they have stealth minions, it could hit stealth minions. This just seems like a really good card, especially when you have bounce effects. If your opponent has nothing on the board, this with Shadow Step can be really good. So yeah, this just seems like a pretty solid rogue card, and it has really cool artwork. So wow, this card seems nutty. This is like obviously not as good as Ziliax, because Ziliax had magnetic and you could attach it to a big mech and get a lot of lifesteal. But a 4-mana 3/3 elemental, rush, divine shield, taunt, and wind fury. So you're at least killing something with this. You're healing for 6. It has taunt. It has divine, like it's just good. This is so good for Shaman. This is insane. This is an insane new Ziliax without being a mech and not being Ziliax. But it's kind of like Ziliax. Let's see, this Shaman, ooh, this is a good card right here. That's real good. That is a real good card. We're seeing this set being pretty tanky, spanky, Jesus. Lots of crazy stuff. 1 mana, 1/3 demon. During your turn, your hero is immune. What? I mean, while in standard, this doesn't really like, I can't think of anything in standard right now, but obviously like taking damage is bad and this stops that. But like wild, because it has the jailer card, where it's like every time you draw a card, that card costs health instead of mana. And then like that card I think is already banned in wild, or they changed it or something. So this card with that card, it just, this seems nuts. This card is either gonna get, they might turn this into like a battle cry or something. I see this card being way too good. I don't know what's going on with this card, but this seems nuts, right? Am I crazy? This effect seems insane for Warlock at 1 mana price, and it's a demon. Like what? Like you could just play this just for the tap. Like just a 1 mana 1/3, your tap doesn't cost anything in regards to health. Just this card's busted. Jesus. The 1 amalgam band, 7 mana 6/6. It has all because it's amalgam. It says battle cry, gain a random bonus effect for each minion type you've played this game. Wait, what? What does that even mean? An everything deck? And everything all at once? Is this like you play like a Highlander everything deck? You play like Reno and Zephyrus and they're all different kinds of shit. And then you just play this shit, which is going to be all kinds of different shit. I don't even know what this means. This probably means like taunt, divine shield, rush, lifesteal. That's probably what this means. Which means this card probably sucks. Unless these random bonus effects is like, you know what I mean? Like deal 5 damage, draw 5 cards, summon a 5/5. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what these bonus effects are, but I'm assuming they're keywords, right? So if they're just keywords, this card is bad. But if it's not just keywords, this card is like, could be potentially extremely scary. It looks terrifying. Moving to the Hipster. What the heck? 2 mana 1/3 battle cry. Discover a spell from your opponent's class that isn't in their deck. All right, this card's horrible. Your opponent is probably going to be playing some pretty good cards, right? Because your opponent's playing a deck, and that deck's probably net decked, and it's probably like a really good deck, right? So if your opponent's playing a really good deck, and you're discovering cards that aren't in their really good deck, that's probably not really good. We have priest cards right now that discover, like, they can get cards from your opponent's deck and their hand, and those cards hardly see play. They do see play, but not a ton. So we're just making those cards are like, you know what I mean? Like this card is like those cards, but this card's worse, and those cards hardly don't see play. So this card probably won't see play. The Hipster sucks. Hipsters suck. We already talked about that one. We already talked about this one. This is just a token. I think that's everything. All right, I think I'm all caught up. This is the first time I've been all caught up with new cards releasing. You guys got double videos today. I'm gonna try to get this out right now. As I'm speaking, it should be to you because you're watching it right now. That's crazy. It's crazy what nature can do. All right, guys, I'll try to keep these cards updated. Keep in mind, I will be going away on a family trip on Saturday. I'm gonna be gone for like a week and a half. I'll still have YouTube videos for you guys, but it'll be hard to keep up with the cards because I'm not gonna be on like land. I'm gonna be far away in a distant land for many days at a time in the middle of somewhere. Not access to my computer. Still have videos, but not like card review videos. So I'm gonna try to keep up to date as much as I can while I'm still on land near my computer where it's safe. All right. Thanks for guys for watching. I'm Robert Warshack. Happy whatever the hell day it is.